Alright, so it's Big Ben, the freaking clock here. So, just letting us know what time it is, right? Ugh. Time to not try and take your guitar strap off over your tinfoil horns. So, this beer is from the United Kingdom. It's 5.8% brown ale, a bitter-sweet resonance. Alright. Alright, 16-ton bell tower. Right on. So this is all about the clock. We know about the clock, right? So, John Williams is the brewer. He's got a Twitter account. Oh, no, Daniel Thwaites. And this is from... I always forget these things. It was imported through Australia, but it's best before somewhere. As from England. Alright, let's drink this beer. It says serve cool, not cold. So I put it above the furnace for a little while just to warm it up. This is the one we want. And yeah, excited for this. This is a really good deal. And so I'm hoping it's really good. This is like under $4. I think it was like $3.40. All right. So slightly transparent here. See through a little bit. Doesn't look all that murky. Looks relatively filtered. Lots of carbonation streaming up here. Smelling really good. A little bit of fruitiness to it. Very refreshing. Smells like it's going to be delicious, actually. There's the head there. Not bad at all. Alright. Let's give this one a taste. Whoa. Very drinkable. This is an amazing beer. Some of the beers, you know, you just like them because you can just consume so much of it because it's just so delicious and it's not overly heavy, but it's not light and shitty tasting. This is perfect. This is a great beer. They're going to sell a lot of beer because people are going to like to drink this a lot. So, yeah. Daniel Thwaites. Crafty Dan Micro. From the Crafty Dan Micro Brewery. Alright. 5.8%. Yeah. Perfect. This is perfect. Really a nice aroma. Kind of a fresh, all-grain brew aroma. It's got a fair bit of maltiness to it, but it's not overly malty. It's still very well balanced. And it's just got that nice malty flavor, but it doesn't quite have that big kind of sickly edge coming after it, like that big presence, you know what I mean? It's still very light tasting. Very, very, very sessionable. Yeah. And there was I read a bunch of stuff on here, but of course I can never remember it. Yes, it says a strong hop aroma on a sweet brown ale with a long bittersweet finish. Right on. Thwaites Brewery, United Kingdom, England. Yeah, let's just go back to the beer because there's obviously too much shit for me to find in all that small print. Yeah, it's smelling very fruity, almost like raspberries or something off the aroma. Kind of like a porter. It's going to remind me of that too with the slight, well, this is quite transparent. It does kind of remind me of a porter. Very low carb. Spot on. The hop varieties I chose, though, this is very tight banging in the hops. I mean, this is hopped very well. It's not hopped overly. It's not an extremely hoppy beer by any means, but it's I'm getting all kinds of earthy vibes out of it. A little bit of other flavors as well. So for the hops, you got Fuggles, Golding, Challenger, Citra, Chinook, and Summit. I thought that was kind of a... But, you know, I had a porter with some of these American kind of West Coast IPA style hops in it too, not too long ago. That Bad Penny Porter from Switzerland. And if it's not dry hop, shit, it works really well in some of these British beers. Yeah, a great sweetness. Normally I don't like sweet beers, but this sweetness in the finish of this beer is spectacular. Great mouthfeel, very creamy, wonderful head on here. This is a really good beer, especially for the money. I mean, the price, it was much lower in price than a lot of the competing beers, especially seeing it's imported all the way from England. So, wow, so much barley in the middle, really is what you're getting. Barley and like yeast, it's really strange. And then you're getting kind of the Goldings hop, like the earthy hopness out of it. And then the other hops are kind of showing through all along the edges. And kind of a berry type sweetness that you get out of a porter. I mean, this is I'd like to say that's all, folks, but I could drink this beer all day and just like, holy shit. Yeah, the middle is kind of extra frothy, which makes it creamier, but you kind of have this floating froth going on. Kind of a little bit of a dank bitterness in there as well. Maybe sort of like what you get with a bitter a little bit, but just for a second in the middle, and then it kind of goes into a nice Goldings, kind of earthy, very pleasant hop thing, and then just sweet berries. Like Saskatoons, raspberries kind of thing. Awesome beer. Carbonation is very interesting in here. Of course, this is quite not warm. It's cool. It's not cold. Like I said, I warmed the shit up out of it over the furnace here for a few minutes. So it's a perfect temperature right now. I think this is, you feel that it's cool, but it's not colder than you'd have in your cellar by a few degrees, but not by a whole lot. Perfect, guys. So, Thwaites Brewery. You definitely need to check out the Big Ben. This should be a good deal where you're at if you can check it out in your British-style import section shelf or whatever. And gonna give this one a rate. I'm gonna give it a solid 9. That's a really kick-ass beer. I don't think it's the best brown ale out there. I'm sure there's one that'll blow my mind a little bit more than this one. But this one is really solid for the money. Seriously. The carbonations are the only thing that's a little bit weird. The middle of the beer gets a little strange. So I rate out of 11, so I'd say 9 out of 11. It might be an 8 out of 11 for you. But I'd say it's in between like 8 and 9, depending on how you're feeling. If you're feeling like a brown ale or a porter kind of thing, this is really going to do it for you because you got those berry flavors and the slightly thin body to it and everything. Pretty cool. Beerzerker, and I'm out. Yeah!